Welcome to the Gene Policini Center on the campus of the Rochester Institute of Technology, where tonight the hometown Tigers face off with Arizona State in the finale of their two-game series with the Sun Devils. Number 21 for RIT is Carter Wilkie. The freshman has been sensational this season, and after goal last night, Wilkie is just 1 point behind teammate Will Calverley, who leads RIT in scoring. While on the other side, number 7 is Johnny Walker. Scored one of ASU's 2 goals last night. He's now the 12th Sun Devil to record double-digit points so far this year. Good evening, I'm Kevin Roach, and welcome to RIT SportsZone Pregame Live. Well, Arizona State may have entered last night with a 13-12 record, but the Sun Devils are a much better team than that record would indicate. They arrived in Rochester following a 6-2 victory over 11th-ranked Northeastern on Tuesday, their 5th straight victory over a ranked opponent this season. Let's show you what happened last night. Wayne Wilson told our John DiTullio last night he didn't know what to expect. He just knew Greg Powers had a really good team. Well, after a scoreless first period, we saw how dangerous and explosive the Sun Devils can be in the second period. Johnny Walker puts the rebound past Tommy Scarfoni, his 5th on the season, and it was 1-0 ASU. Tigers barely able to catch their breath just 10 seconds later off the faceoff. Sun Devils strike again. Ryan O'Reilly in front makes it 2-0. Second time ASU has scored back-to-back goals on RIT in 10 seconds or less. More on that in a moment. Later in the second, Tigers on the power play. Here comes Colin Tyson, though, for Arizona State, trying to make it a 3-goal lead, but Tommy Scarfoni comes up with one of his big stops on the night. Then moments later, RIT looks like they would cut it in the lead into 1, but Ben Cross robs Jojo Casero. A tremendous effort by Cross to rotate back and make the incredible stop right there. Under 3 minutes to play in the second, Tigers finally get on the board. Carter Wilkie on the doorstep, jams in the rebound, his 7th on the season. It was 2-1, Arizona State heading to the third period. Early in the final frame, Tommy Scarfoni, watch this, he does it again, throws his stick in the air, spins around, somehow covers up, and oh, the Tigers dodge one there. Take another look at this one, because Tommy Scarfoni is keeping the Tigers in this one last night with a tremendous effort. Right there in front, gets a stick on it. Puck might have hit the crossbar too. Scarfoni covers up. Tigers avoid disaster. Carter Wilkie, an opportunity to get the equalizer, but Cross another stop. He had 26 saves in his 3rd consecutive start for the Sun Devils. Tigers would pull Scarfoni with 1:56 remaining, but in the final seconds, ASU gets the clear, and they would get the victory by a final of 2-1 over RIT here at the Policini Center last night. As we look inside the numbers, Sun Devils outshot the Tigers 28-27. Goals from Walker and O'Reilly were 10 seconds apart. However, the all-time program record for the shortest time between 2 ASU goals is 7 seconds. Ironically, also happened against RIT back in Tempe in 2020. Carter Wilkie logged a point for the 3rd consecutive game, while RIT went 0 for 4 on the power play, and the Tiger PK shut down the nation's 20th ranked power play as ASU went 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Happy to be joined, as always, by the head coach of the RIT Tigers, Wayne Wilson. And Coach, you thought maybe your team was a little rusty on Tuesday. You get the win, but despite the loss last night, you had to be encouraged by the effort you saw from your group.
Yeah, I thought we competed extremely well last night, and yeah, you're always disappointed with results when you don't win, but you know, in the bigger picture, I thought we played much better than we did the past Tuesday, and we got a win in that game, ironically. But so we've got to bring it. You know, we got to be a little bit better here tonight. I thought we were good last night, but now we've got to be better if we want to beat a very good Arizona State team.
Yeah, they've given up plenty of goals this season. Greg Powers mentioned it to us yesterday, that's maybe one of his team's flaws. How do you attack a team that just seemed to be all over you at times when you entered the zone?
Well, I just thought that they transitioned very well. I think maybe we were a little bit too cautious at times offensively in the offensive zone, but we certainly don't want to start their transition game. I thought we had a couple of good looks there, probably in particular Casero there on the back door in the second period. We slid one across to him, and a real good shot, a great save by their goalie. I thought their goalie played well last night. I thought our goalie played well last night as well. So I guess that's why it was a 2-1 game. So you know, you never know what to expect. Tonight could be wide open and back and forth, or it could be another tight game. But we've just got to be dialed in and ready to go.
Yeah, you mentioned your goaltender, Tommy Scarfoni, last night. A tremendous effort, made some big stops when he had to keep it close. How beneficial has his development been in allowing you to keep Colby Matthews fresh while also thinking about that stretch conference run, which is coming up?
Yeah, exactly. You're right there. It's been really good. You want to get your goalies in besides just one goalie. I think it's great if you have a number one goalie, but I think it's a long season, and there's a lot more to it than just the games. It's when you're in classes and sessions and travel and things like that, that's just a little bit different for them than the norm. It's good to have that. So I think it's a healthy competition, and they've both shown very well, and we'd like to see that continue with both goalies playing well, and then we'll make a decision closer to the end of the year who's going to grab the ball and run with it. But as long as they're both playing well, they're both going to get net time.
Yeah, it's a great problem, if you can call it that, to have, Coach. Great to talk with you. Best of luck here tonight. We'll see you on the post game here on RIT SportsZone Live. Well, the Sun Devils' 5-game road trip comes to an end here tonight as they'll return to Tempe tomorrow, weather permitting, after a 12-day visit to the Northeast. With an update on the Arizona State side of things, our John DiTullio standing by live now with Sun Devils head coach Greg Powers. Johnny?
Thanks so much, Kevin. Craig, we were just talking. You thought your team's effort last night, okay, but you got the win. What is your biggest takeaway from last night's victory?
Well, I think we're going to have to work a lot harder tonight if we're going to come away with another one. I really liked how RIT responded after the first half of the game. They made some really good adjustments. They played hard, gave us more than we could handle, and we were lucky to get out of there with a win, I felt like.
Has this lengthy road trip starting to take its toll for you guys? How long you guys have been on the road?
We've been on the road 13 days. This is nothing compared to last year. We had 36-day trips, 29-day trips, so it's been a grind, but we're proud of our kids for getting through it and want to finish strong here tonight.
So what's it going to take to get the sweep and head back to Arizona with a huge weekend?
Well, I'd like to see us get more pucks and bodies in the net. You know, it's something we didn't do great last night. I thought they did a really good job slowing down our transition, and that's how we play. We like to get up and go and use our speed and get it in behind them and go to. But they played a good game. I really liked RIT's team last night, and we're going to have to be a lot better tonight to get a win.
Well, that was my next question. What did you learn about RIT? I don't know how much you saw on tape, but what did you learn last night about the Tigers?
Well, we watched quite a bit of them on tape. I thought that Scarfoni was really good in net. I thought he was good. Just steady and sucked everything up and gave him a chance. And just how hard they play. They just work, and that's all this game is. It's being on the right side of the puck and winning your battles. And I thought that they did a really good job of that last night.
Even talking with Wayne, he thought his team didn't adjust to your size and your speed. It took a while for them to adjust. Do you agree?
We're built that way. We're a big, fast team, and we like to play heavy and physical and heavy on sticks. And they countered. I felt like the first half of the game, when we got up 2 and had a couple chances to go up 3 and probably put them away. And to their credit, they didn't let that happen. And they stuck around and gave us everything and more than we could handle.
You're getting out of town at the right time, with this weather here. You know that, Greg.
Oh, yeah. We can't wait to go back to Arizona. Nothing against this great city, but we've been on the road out east for a while, and we're ready to go back to where we like the weather.
You got any room on that plane for me, buddy? I wouldn't mind going to 80-degree temps.
Come on back.
Greg, God, we do like your team. That's a heck of a team you got. All the best to you tonight, okay? That's head coach Greg Powers. Let's send it back to you, Kevin. They're looking for a sweep tonight.
Yeah, Johnny, check for 2 seats. I'm ready to go, too, with you. And if you were wondering, Coach Powers mentioning last year, 36-day road trip, 29-day road trip, you're probably wondering what the heck's going on. ASU played in the Big Ten last year during the pandemic, all road games, so they had very lengthy road trips, 3 of them during last season. So that's what he was referring to there, a tough season. But this 13-game road trip, 12-game road trip, not bad for the Arizona State Sun Devils. They're used to it. When we return on Pregame Live, the RIT women's hockey team wrapped up its series with Penn State this afternoon. We will have the highlights for you. Plus, he's got the coolest job on campus. We'll reintroduce you to the man who keeps the Policini Center ice in perfect condition all year long. But first, number 14 for RIT is Jake Hammacker. The 5th-year senior recorded an assist in his 3rd straight game last night. And the Corona, California native will join our John DiTullio next. We got him hustling all over the building as our coverage of Tiger hockey rolls on. It's RIT and Arizona State at 5:05. This is RIT SportsZone Pregame Live. Back here on Pregame Live at the Gene Policini Center at RIT, where it is Kids Day here at the Policini, a one-day thing. In my house, it's Kids Day every day. If you're just joining us in the net for RIT tonight, it'll be number 40, Colby Matthews, the junior from British Columbia. It'll be his 16th start this season. Matthews stopped 37 of the 39 shots he faced on Tuesday against Sacred Heart. He's now 9-4-2 on the season for RIT. For Arizona State, head coach Greg Powers going to stick with number 33, and why not? Ben Cross. Cross will make his 4th consecutive start here tonight. He stopped 26 shots against the Tigers on Friday, improving to 9-6 now on the season. Well, last night, 5th-year senior Jake Hammacker recorded his Atlantic Hockey leading 95th career point in his 3rd consecutive game with an assist. Hammacker just off the ice from warm-ups. He's with our John DiTullio. Johnny?
All right, Kevin, thanks so much. Jake, you're rolling right now. You feel like that your game is really clicking at this point of the year?
Yeah, definitely. I had a little bit of a slow start to the season, but I feel like, with practice and just playing some games, I felt a lot better as the season went along, and hopefully keep it going tonight.
Despite the loss, a lot of positives last night. Do you agree?
Yeah, I thought that was one of our better games of the season. I thought the pace was awesome. They're a good team. We rose up to the occasion. Obviously, didn't get the W, but the plan tonight is to reverse that.
It seemed like, did you guys take some time to adjust to their size and speed? And once you did that, you guys kind of settled in?
Yeah, the first period, we came out a little bit slow. We were a little bit surprised by how well they were cycling the puck. But I think once we started to realize that, if we put some bodies on them and play our game, we can hang with these guys definitely, and that we showed that in the 2nd and 3rd, and hopefully tonight we'll start out hot.
How beneficial can these non-conference games be as you get back into Atlantic hockey play next week?
Yeah, I think they're huge. They're a lot of fun playing different teams than what we normally play, and I think we always have a tough non-conference schedule, so it puts a lot of pressure on us to rise up to the occasion. And we always have a good non-conference record, so I think it works for us for sure.
To earn a split, what has to happen? What's the key tonight for you guys?
I think the biggest thing is we got to score the first goal, and our power play has to be really good tonight.
And last night, Scarfoni was great. Talk about him, and then Colby's been good for you guys all year.
Yeah, it's huge having 2 goalies that we can trust back there. Tommy's been playing really well. Colby's obviously our guy right now, and I feel like he's going to have a great game tonight.
That's good luck to you, Jake. Thanks so much. That does it with Jake Hammacker. He's on fire. Let's see if the Tigers can get a split, Kevin, as Jake just said. Get that early goal, and you got to connect on the power play. No question about it. Back to you.
All right, we'll see if it happens for the Tigers here tonight. Thanks, John. We'll see you in just a bit. Meanwhile, Celeste Brown's RIT women's hockey team closed out its series with Penn State this afternoon. Nittany Lions currently in a 3-way tie atop the College Hockey America standings, with Mercyhurst and Syracuse coming into the day. We have highlights. First period, just over 4 minutes in. Nittany Lions on the rush. Watch the pretty feed here to Olivia Wallen in front, who scores 1-0. Penn State. Tigers answered back, though, late in the opening period. RIT on the power play, and they're going to get it done as Megan McCormick is on the doorstep, and she's going to put it in right here. Her 4th on the year, tied us at 1 after 1. Penn State took the lead back in the 2nd, but we skip ahead to the final seconds of the 3rd. Tigers still down 1, and Abby Davies, the 5th-year senior, gets the equalizer with just 15 seconds remaining. Tigers and Nittany Lions go to overtime. They skate to a 2-2 tie as RIT goaltender Sarah Coe made 35 saves for RIT. Women's basketball, RIT hosting Vassar at Clark Gym this afternoon. 2nd quarter, Emma Waite, the drive, the bucket, and the foul. A 3-point play for her. She had 14 points. Tigers had the 13-point lead early, but Vassar would chip away at the lead. Alex Lee left wide open in the corner, and she buries the 3 for Vassar. Then off the missed 3 here. Look at the hustle by Sarah Galuli. No relation to Jeff, we don't know. The rebound and the putback for 2 of her 17. Vassar comes back to beat RIT by a final of 60-54. Kalisha Joseph with a double-double, game-high 22 points and 18 rebounds as we check out the RIT Athletics scoreboard. Women's basketball loses. Men's basketball taking on Vassar as we speak over at the Clark Gym, and it is halftime. Vassar with a 2-point lead over Coach McVean and the Tigers. You can watch RIT basketball or any of our Division III live streams on the RIT Athletics app. They're doing it right now on their Apple, Android. You can do it on Roku and Fire TV at home. Get scores, highlights, features, so much more by downloading the RIT Athletics app today. Well, he's been one of the most integral parts of the RIT hockey program, but his shifts on the ice don't determine whether the Tigers win or lose. And while most of his work goes unseen, his contributions over the last 2 decades certainly haven't gone unnoticed. Stu Hughes has worked at RIT for over 4 decades, spending his first 20 years in facilities management before finding arguably the coolest job on campus.
I saw it listed and I thought it would be a unique job, something a little different. I was getting kind of tired of plowing snow, so I figured I'd go cut some snow instead.
Yeah, I wanna drive the Zamboni. Yeah, I wanna drive the Zamboni. Yes, I do.
For the last 22 years, Hughes has been the university's ice operations manager, overseeing Ritter Arena, and for the last 6 years, the Gene Policini Center.
It's a pretty fun job. Yeah, I've been very fortunate with my bosses that I've had throughout the years, that they've given me the tools I needed to, do a good job.
It's a job that can't be done alone. Hughes works with 3 other full-time staff members and employs nearly 15 students.
It's actually a lot of work. It can be very technical as far as people think, yeah, you just go out and lay water. There's a lot more to it than that. So there are some challenges, which makes it, for me, makes it fun.
What are some of the challenges you face on a day-to-day basis?
Practices, the way they can really destroy the ice, rebuilding it. We usually have 4 weeks of schedules. So I'm looking 4 weeks ahead of what we've got, where our ice depths need to be, humidity, temperature, building temperature, all that comes into play.
Hughes can be described as meticulous when it comes to ice maintenance. The boards are clean, the glass is spotless, and the ice is as good as it gets.
I just like coming in and making sure that everything is in its place, the teams are ready to go, they have the best quality ice I can give them. I just enjoy that. I guess that was instilled in me when I was young. Whatever you do, and I tell my students this, I don't care if you're emptying garbage, whatever you do, just take pride in what you do. Do your best at whatever you're doing.
Look at Stu. Donuts.
While there's been a lot of fun and games over the years for RIT Zamboni driver, the lone drawback to the job is the pressure to be perfect.
I always think we can do better, we can do more. So that's, for me, it's kind of the negative part of my job, is I'm never happy. I always think we could do it a little better. So.
That's not bad.
Well, ask my employees, they may not agree.
Oh, Stu and his crew getting it done here year after year, and they do a heck of a job here at the Policini Center. Still to come on Pregame Live, John and Gene will join us to tell us who they're keeping an eye on here tonight. Plus, if you're just joining us, we'll show you how quickly the Sun Devils gained control in the second period of last night's game. It's all straight ahead on your home for Tiger Hockey. This is RIT SportsZone Pregame Live.
Sandu coming off the ice, didn't realize the puck was coming to him. Tyson fires, sends it wide. Doan will hold it in on the far side. That's Shane Doan's son. Save, rebound, Walker! Denied, no, he scores! First save made by Scarfoni, but then nobody picking up Johnny Walker for his 5th of the season. Against Mike Mancinelli. In front, quickly it's 2-0 as the centering pass, that's Ryan O'Reilly. Ryan O'Reilly getting his 6th of the season, and quickly it's 2-0. And we're back to even strength here. Tigers still with the puck here in the Arizona State end. 0 for 3. Tigers with a man advantage.
There it is.
Cerro, no! How did he save that? Thank Bronze! Lost his stick on that. Yeah, Arizona State, last time they were here, the goaltender, Joey DeCord, he's now with the Kraken, as we're going to have a penalty coming up, and this is going to go again against Arizona State. as Hobbs, the shot in front.
Get in there.
Wilkie scores! And the Tigers have cut it to 2-1. Carter Wilkie with his 7th of the season. 18 seconds remaining. Calverley trying to dig it out. Still a battle for the puck. Racing to the near side will be Jacob Wilson. And he's not going to ice it. He's going to send it out. One last hope for the Tigers as Andy Hampton-Bukata sends it ahead. And the Arizona State Sun Devils are going to hang on. Your final here tonight from the Policini, 2-1.
Yeah, that is how Arizona State improved to 5-0 all-time against the Tigers. Just welcome you back inside the Gene Policini Center here at RIT, where you're watching RIT SportsZone Pregame Live, presented by Taylor the Builders. Looking for another good one here tonight, guys, and we bring in John and Gene. Tigers return to Atlantic hockey play next weekend for games that will determine their fate this season, but they've been good in non-conference this year. We know the win over Notre Dame on the road, St. Lawrence, sweep of 2 against Princeton. A win here tonight be huge momentum for the stretch run, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. And I love the fact that Wayne Wilson scheduled Arizona State right before the heart of the schedule in Atlantic hockey to finish up. Great test here this weekend for this team.
Could be a great springboard for them as they get into the meat and potatoes of their second half schedule when it comes to Atlantic hockey play. Listen, they started slow, but as that game progressed, they at times were the better team last night. So only positives to take away despite a 2-1 loss.
The Tigers are going to be facing 4 lines here, defensemen fast into the puck. And one of the names you might recognize, Josh Doan, his father Shane, a mainstay in the NHL for decades, literally.
It seemed like he played forever. He was a heck of a player when Winnipeg was back in Winnipeg before they eventually returned. But his kid is a great player. When you look at his numbers, he had no assists last night, but his 8 goals is tied for 4th among freshmen this season. He has had a sensational season. RIT kept him in check last night, but number 94 is a great player who has a great future with the Sun Devils.
Now for the Tigers, one key player tonight is going to be the freshman Carter Wilkie. If Arizona State's going to focus on the Calverley line, Wilkie stepped up last night. The Tigers are going to need him again tonight, John.
Yeah, listen, Wilkie is incredible. He got robbed of a goal last night, but he did get a goal last night. He has, with his goals this year, 7 goals. He's tied for 10th among freshmen in the country. When it comes to winning a big face-off, they put number 21 in there. We've watched him all year, and he caught our eye back in October, and now we're in January, and the kid is just, I tell you, sky's the limit with number 21. He is a great player for the Tigers.
If you're new to college hockey, new to RIT hockey, I think you're going to be impressed today based on what we saw last night, John.
We were talking about it. You and I was talking with Coach Powers. He really enjoyed. He thought last night's game was well played. That was a good brand of Division I hockey. Let's hope we get the same thing tonight.
The early start here, Kevin, 5:05. We've got the puck drop. Looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to it, guys. We'll see you in just a bit. We are closing in on game time. We'll wrap things up from here next. You're watching North America's favorite pregame show. We have no ratings to back that up. This is RIT Sports Zone, Pregame Live. Hey, we're back with you on Friday night as RIT gets back to conference play with start of a home-and-home series with Niagara. Our coverage on the 21st begins at 6:30 with Pregame Live on My 18 Rochester and FlowHockey.tv. That'll do it for us here tonight. John and Gene have the call as RIT looks to avoid the sweep against the Sun Devils. Enjoy the game, everyone. RIT Sports Zone Live begins now.